Hey guys, welcome in and welcome back to my channel. It is almost year end and I know a lot of us are wrapped up in that holiday season, but it's important to be making plans for what comes in 2025. So in this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to sell your home in 2025 if that's your goal. Selling your home isn't always easy, especially in a hard market when there's economic downturn. Even at this time of year during winter, there's typically less activity, at least in my local real estate market, and I know also in the national market as well. But that doesn't mean you can't sell your home, and that doesn't mean that many people are successfully selling their homes as well. The key to selling your home is having the right strategy. So I want to talk you through every single thing that you're going to need to know in order to stay organized, stay on top of it, and get a great return on your investment. So first, it's more important than anything to be working with the right professionals. You need to hire the right realtor. You need to hire the right people in your court to help you sell your home. If you want to know how to hire a great realtor, I actually have a series on that, and I'll link it right here. All right. Once you've picked out a great realtor, they'll obviously be able to talk you through a lot of the things that I'm going to discuss with you here, but let's still do an overview. The step that is sometimes overlooked and most sellers don't realize the importance of it is doing a nice deep clean of your home. I will say this. You don't need to hire the most expensive professional cleaning agency in your county. I mean, you could, that'd be great. But your home needs to be clean. And the reason that is not only does that typically lead to a higher sale price of your home, it creates far more interest. When a buyer walks into your property, they're making instant judgments about your property. They want to know if it's in good condition. And all they have is what they can see visually. They can't see behind the drywall. They can't see where the studs are. And so if they see mess, if they see dirt and grime, they're going to assume that the home was not well maintained, and that probably means there's issues under the surface as well. At least that's what they think in their mind's eye. So it's important for you to put your best foot forward and do a deep cleaning of your home. This means the bathrooms, this means the kitchen, this means putting away mess, this means people will dust off the baseboards. I've even seen people clean their walls. I don't know if you need to do that, but I will say a little bit of touch-up paint here and there, covering up some scuffs and whatnot, can make a huge impact on the sales price of your home. On the topic of touch-up paint, a lot of times sellers will come to me and think, oh, I need to do all this stuff to upgrade my home. I need to put in a pool. I need to put in a shed. I need to renovate this bathroom. All those things can be fantastic and they definitely can increase the value of your home, but not every upgrade will net you the same amount of return. Some things you can upgrade, like a broken window, and that's important. It needs a repair. But putting a pool in your property, for example, might not actually return as much as you did to actually install the pool. It depends on your area, it depends on your market, and that's something your realtor can talk to you about, right? So some updates and some upgrades will increase the value of your home, and others might not actually return to you as much as they cost. So how do you tell the difference? Well, there's two professionals that I love to bring into any home that I am selling or helping someone sell to get their opinion. One, an inspector. I think it's incredibly important to do a pre-inspection because this not only tells you what you can repair and what you can upgrade and where to focus your resources if you do want to do those upgrades, but they'll let you know if there's anything you don't see. If there is something wrong with a wall, if there's something wrong with the foundation, if there's something wrong with the roof, and you can address it ahead of time. At that point, you have a decision. You can sell the home the way it is and just disclose the issues you found, or you can choose to upgrade or fix those issues, get it reevaluated, and then put your home on the market, still disclosing everything. It's important that if you find anything that is a material fact about your home, it needs to be in the disclosures, and a buyer has the right to know. The second professional that I like to bring into the home is a professional stager. Now, not everyone can vacate their home to sell it. I know a lot of us live in our homes while we're selling it. And so staged furniture might either be too expensive for you, or it might be something that there isn't room for because you're still living in your home, and that's totally fine. But a professional stager can come in, do a consultation, and give us advice on where they think things can change. They might give advice on where to organize things. They might give advice on where, what to paint the color of a wall. They might give advice on how to shift and maneuver furniture that you already have. And that can be a fantastic thing if staging is something that's out of the budget. Now, if you do choose to stage your home for a multitude of reasons, maybe you're living somewhere else, maybe you have your new home already, maybe this isn't your primary home, maybe you're staying with family and friends, whatever it is, bringing in a professional stager and getting your home staged makes a huge difference. It absolutely creates a picture because, like I said, when a buyer walks into a property, they're looking to see, has the home been well kept and can they see themselves living there? And I don't know if you realize this, but when you walk into an empty space, not only can it feel sterile and cold, it can be really hard to imagine how big the room is, what furniture will fit in there, what the use of each room could look like. And so I've seen amazing stagers do a great job setting up a nursery in a home that might be for a first-time home buyer, or setting up an amazingly grand living room for a house that's for hosting. There's so many great things that staging can do, and that often has a great return on the investment as well. As I mentioned earlier, everything that's a material fact, something that you know for certain about the condition of the house, needs to be presented to potential buyers, and specifically someone who's putting an offer on the home. So you will need to fill out some forms yourself. Specifically, a transfer disclosure statement in California is an obligation, as well as some other natural hazard reports and other things that you can add, including your pre-inspections. Now, that's something you want to work directly with your realtor on because they'll know your specific laws in your county of what needs to be disclosed, and you want to make sure that everything is upfront and disclosed because that protects you, right? When you get into contract with the buyer and you've already disclosed everything up front, they have a lot less leverage, so to speak, because you've already presented everything to them. Once you get into contract, they can only really negotiate on new things that are found. And if you've basically shown them everything that's already there, or everything that you could have shown them, you're in a really great place. And it definitely gives you not only peace of mind knowing more or less what's going on with your home and your property, but two, that you've done everything up front and that you've prepared and organized in the right way. This next one is a point that is by far the most challenging, and that is setting the right price for your home. Every single person, every single homeowner wants to get as much of a return on their home as possible when they sell it, right? No one wants to lose money on their home, but that often leads to people believing that they need to set a really high sales price so they don't miss out and accidentally sell it for less. And I'm here to tell you that that is the wrong strategy. And the number one way you can know if your home is overpriced is, unfortunately, if you put it on the market and there's no activity. So setting the sales price is actually part of the marketing strategy, right? That's what they do in stores. That's what they do on, Amazon. That's what they do when you buy anything. The sales price is strategically put there to entice you to buy, to make it feel like it's a good deal. And you want the buyers to not only get a good deal for their sake, but also feel like it's a good deal at the same time that you're getting a great return. So how do you do that? Well, you work with a real estate agent like me. We do an in-depth cost market analysis of your entire neighborhood, of your region even, if that's something that's necessary. You look at every home that's in inventory. You look at how fast things are selling. You look at your home and you compare it to other properties that are similar in your neighborhood. You look at their history of sales and how they've changed. And together, you find a range that you think is a realistic range for the value of your home. You don't want to price your home too low, of course. You don't want to miss out on sales, but you don't want to price your home too high because no one will come. And if it sits on the market too long, people are going to assume something's wrong with the home when in actuality, it just has an inflated price. So you need to find that sweet middle spot that brings a lot of buyers' interest into your home, because more often than not, the better scenario is when you have multiple offers or buyers trying to bid up your home rather than overpricing your home to start and then no one wanting it. I will say, if there's a price that you're like, I really, really adamantly believe this is the right price for the home, Ultimately, you're the homeowner. It's your decision on what you want to set the price. It's not your real estate agent's decision. So that's something that's important. But if you are the homeowner and you set a certain price, you might want to have a backup plan that say, hey, if we see no activity in the first 2 to 3 weeks, why don't we have a backup for how much we're going to reduce the price? All right, so you're at the finish line now. You've cleaned your home, you've gotten it inspected, it's staged, or you've done a staging consultation. You've done everything in your power to prepare your home for sale. You've even set a really competitive sales price. What's left? Well, the marketing strategy. How is everyone going to find out about your home? Nowadays, putting an open house sign will drum a little bit of interest, but more often than not, most people are finding their homes online. So the clients I work with, I will list their home on the MLS. It'll be sent to a lot of different websites like Zillow and Homes.com. I'll run campaigns. I'll launch it on social media. I'll make a custom website. I'll even do a video of the home if that's something that the client wants. More important than anything, I will make sure they get professional photos of the home because, what do we always say? First impressions matter, and first impressions happen online now. A lot of people have resorted to apps to find their significant other, online dating. I even actually met my husband online, fun fact about that, so it can work. And people do the same thing for homes. They resort to seeing things online. And so if your home isn't presenting itself well in its digital footprint, you're going to struggle greatly with selling it unless it's a super hot market, and that's not exactly the case right now. So you want to work with your agent to make sure you understand their marketing plan and approach and how intentional they're going to be with their efforts. There's so many great things about selling a home, and just because the market is a little bit challenging right now does not mean you can't get a great return on your investment if you follow the steps that I've outlined for you in this video. And more importantly, if you work with a great realtor like myself to help accomplish those steps, you're going to be setting yourself up for a fantastic sale. So thank you again for watching this video. I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this channel. It means the world to me, so I can keep making videos for you guys just like this and others. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.